Restructuring. The dark night of the soul is soon to be merely the vestiges of a bad dream. Having moved your awareness inward, you've also gained access to its expansion, and with it, your power to wield your thoughts as you will. Perhaps this is unexpected. Certainly it changes things. Allow the burgeoning release of your inner knowing, for it reveals what had been hidden in plain sight. You can choose to use your precious life force for living architecture, more suited to your imminent amplification. Eyes are upon you, yes, and allies in sync with your movements. Do what it is you have come to do. After a period of reflection comes clarity. You merely need to allow it to arise, and you will see concerns dissipate. Meanwhile, it may be simply a cascade of loosely bound threads of thought that fill the space in front of you. Within a cocoon of worry, you can easily succumb to despair. Arguments to the contrary of common sense and forward movement seem to be organized to the point of fencing you in. Remember that you have access to the root of those arguments, which may be quite different in nature to the expression you see honed and sharpened with the purpose of cutting, dividing, separating. The blade of a sword is only as useful as the one wielding it. Its movement is determined by the hand that grasps its hilt. What lay at the root of the apparent movement you see? How would you rather see such a tool used? In truth, it is merely an extension of will, the hand that determines its use an extension of mind. Your perspective now is the determining factor. Which end of the sword do you see yourself regarding? The hilt is at your ready grasp. Before you, a million reasons to use it in a way that might seem justified, but which beg for your deeper consideration. Get a grip on your mind. How do you use your will? Do you see what pours forth from your own intrinsic beingness has the power of reactive weaponry magnified to the nth degree? More supple and powerful are your thoughts than any offer of retribution or guilt. Come to yourself and find your way out. After a period of rest comes a period of activity. Work, to be exact about it. It's nearly upon you, and if you've taken the time to pull back from the distractions of 1,000 cuts, you may find yourself more ready to do what's before you than you expected. A circus designed to exhaust you has brought you down cycle for a moment, but it hasn't beaten you. It cannot, for it is only the form of ideation itself. Despite the framework it has woven, it has given you something to work with. Consider all that you have invested in what has been created all around you. Your efforts have yielded creative magnificence, yet upon an infrastructure designed to fence you in, they seem to lack full release. You know there's more to what you have given your faith and efforts into. You know as well that the time has come to take another look at what you're doing. Rather than let your sacred essence become part of a towering system that locks you in place, take another look at what it is you're doing. You have a choice to continue to contribute to a rigid and largely hidden structure that controls your spirit, or you can focus on something bigger than you've ever undertaken before and see what happens. You're ready now to expand. What has been hidden within the system now reveals its pattern. What happens if you turn away from rigid, now visible expectations and pour your energy into a dynamic new dimension of creative activity? The system is already deconstructing the assembly of meaning, and the tools are at your disposal to use for a new purpose. Can you feel the joy in that? If you keep at it, you'll see results. What had loomed over your back diminishes beneath the expanded vision into which you put your hand and your heart. All you needed to do, you may find, was to get your head together. Having allowed your own secrets to fill your mind, you can find yourself with a radically different perspective. Not only that, but a new lease on life altogether. You hold the self-evident truth within your being. Recognizing this, empowered endeavor gives you strength and vision. What had threatened to absorb your very nature as a human being can become little more than part of an architecture that you are changing. You're not alone, nor are your efforts any longer as if invisible. You are entering into a time of recognition, What you allow yourself to express, what you give your power to in accord with having reminded yourself of your true nature, is going to be seen as part of a greater effort. Reach a little higher than you have, and you'll find yourself in good company. Seeming isolation yields to evidence of collaboration, thus expansion, magnification, amplification of your mindful endeavor. Your core structure, your inner code of being, is about to undergo something similar. Keep doing your work, regardless of anything external. Know that you are understood by the whole as an integral aspect of it. Prepare for what lay ahead, as your very DNA gets ready to uplevel. Balance is coming, and you are the factor that tips the scales. This week's contemplation from the pages of Opalescence. There have been upheavals and catastrophes, rebellions and revolutions, but never before has the world seen so much light, and never before have the souls embodied here experienced such a monumental achievement as reaching internal peace, individually or collectively. Now you are as one awakened, casting off the blanket of ignorance that has long been tied to you. Now the heart of this body of sun, planets, and moons begins to beat in regular rhythm in time with a higher frequency of being than has ever before been witnessed by human eyes. Thank you for listening. If you like this channel, please be sure to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can keep up with all the new videos that come out. I thank you all for your kind support, and if you are interested in helping this channel along, please visit ko-fi.com/divine9, where you can buy a coffee or subscribe for monthly support. Everything's greatly appreciated and helps extend the mission of the League of Light. Please visit me at ninespath.com and explore all of the books and videos and writings and drawings that the League of Light has transmitted through me, and be ready to change your world. Until next time, have a great week.